Mauritius in blue, Kenya in their traditional red. Kenya have travelled to Mauritius as the Kenyan Morans. It's not Kenya's strongest side, Shuja, but still a very powerful side. Sevens, of course, the bread and butter of rugby in Kenya. And their players now all focusing on the Olympic Games, preparing for the Olympic Games. Knock on by Romain Ravalan. Mauritius need to settle the nerves a little bit. We saw last year when Mauritius played in the tournament here, the pre-Olympic event, they were at stages held back a little bit by their fear of failure and the pressure and expectations of playing at a home tournament. Not releasing. Here's the call. And now Kenya. Kenya will play wide. They'll play with a lot of pace. And Kenya will get the opening try. Gabriel Ahimba. I beg your pardon, is Edmund Anyai. Harmony Wamalwa with a conversion attempt. And that would be a harsh lesson learned by the Mauritian team. They had possession, knock on, scrum penalty and try for Kenya. At this level, the room for error and the margins are so small that mistakes like that ultimately will end up costing you points. Good stuff by Mauritius. They need to bounce back now. Ruck is contested, and it's one thing that Kenya always do, they contest rucks. But there was a knock on. Losing possession after having a scrum awarded to you will not make the coach, Jean-Baptiste Gobelay, a happy man. There's another opportunity wasted by Kenya. Locals trying to get the supporters fired up. A lot of pressure on the Kenyan scrum half or the sweeper. Joel Nzuga got the ball back inside. That's a strong defensive effort. Kenya still with the attack. Now the ball wide, and this is trouble for Mauritius. This is trouble for Mauritius. And it's going to end up under the posts. Dennis Abakusi is showing a lot of pace. Mauritius sucked in, perhaps a little bit over eager with all the defenders. And not man-on-man defending. And that left the space on the outside for Akabusa. Abokuse to score the second try for Kenya in this match. East African side now lead by 12 points to 0.
Hey, jeune homme, ne t'appuie pas avec ça. Young man, don't lean against that, please.
Look at that. That's a lot of strength. Mauritius still with a lot of enterprise. Still Mauritius supporters a little bit late in arriving. He's quite a strong player. Mengard Hadrian. There's an opportunity. Where's the support? He needs to be supported. Probably wrong side that they tried to attack from there. Still Maurice. Alex Merle. Now he has a chance for a try. Dummy, but not bought. Possession back in Kenya's hands. And usually this has only one ending. Not rolling away, that'll be a penalty against Mauritius. Credit to the Mauritius players. They work back. And this will be 7 points. Harmony Wamalwa with the conversion. Try scored by Benson Salem. And he's looking for a lot of oxygen in his lungs right now. Kenya so good on the counter attack. Slightest mistake you've made. Your defense up a bit too deep, and they will punish you. And the scoreboard reflects that. Mauritius will be looking to be more clinical in the second half. And that's not the start they would have wanted. Easily handing over possession from the kickoff. Kenya with a handy lead. 19 points to 0. Conceding another penalty, giving Kenya a platform from which they can attack. They opt for the scrum. which has become the norm in sevens rugby. The idea is that with 3 people in the scrum, and also with your scrum half that needs to be at the scrum, it gives you a bit of advantage on attack. And it's Kenya. Kenya again, that's a strong run. And it's Elvis Olukusi with a try. It's a bit too easy and a bit too simple, but it's the sign of a team that's really very well coached with a couple of talented players. These guys, some of them would still be pushing for a place in that Olympic squad. Kenya did so well in Madrid to qualify for the World Series. And it's fantastic to see Kenya back on the HSBC Sevens World Series. They bring something different to the tournament. Their fans are absolutely fantastic. What you need going into World Series, 8 tournaments, is a bit of depth. And this is exactly what this tournament provides Kenya with, an opportunity to build depth in their squad. Injuries are inevitable, and to seriously compete on the World Series, you need a strong group of about 20 to 22 players. This time Mauritius winning the penalty. It's always a risky option to take against Kenya. You need to be sure that your wing will be able to outpace the defender falling back, and with the Kenyans that's always difficult because they've got very quick players. Now Mauritius, no, they've lost possession again. Bit of a wild pass there. He's going to be very, very hard to stop. Brian Matua with a try. 33 points to 0 now for Kenya. Festus Shiasi with the failed restart. Didn't go the 10 meters as required. You can hear the Kenyan bench coaching from the side. Let's see if Mauritius can make something out of this. Switch inside. Sean Toussaint has a bit of pace. Bit of over-eagerness. Poor pass. And it's not going to be for Mauritius on this occasion. Another opportunity for Kenya, I beg your pardon, for Mauritius. Not the greatest throw-in at line-out time there. Now, can Mauritius score? Switch to Toussaint. Again, the cleaner at the ruck arriving a little bit too late. But they're going to come back for the penalty. Kenya offside. Now Mauritius. A lot of switches, but carefully watched by the Kenyan defense. Quinton Noel brought down. They recycle the ball. Zachary Rotber with a strong run. Now Toussaint. He scored. Mauritius under pressure now. Quinton Noel again with possession. Still they try. Still they're being pushed back by the Kenyan defense. Now they're trying the blind side. Change of direction. Now it's just getting a bit sloppy. Ran out of ideas there. Not giving up. But Kenya certainly have put a marker down with the way that they performed. Oh, and the offload comes and it doesn't stick. That little chicken wing offload did not work. But the chicken wing is probably going to end up in a whole bucket of chicken for Kenya. Yes. This will be another try for Kenya. That is just too good an opportunity for Kenya to waste. And he's going to take all the rest he can. Conversion is good. That's the end of the match. So a comprehensive victory for Kenya. And they will definitely be one of the contenders to win this tournament come tomorrow afternoon. It's the end of our first session. 6 games, 12 teams. And we'll be back with the next round of matches in about half an hour's time. Join us then.